All right, I just figured, why not? So we're gonna go sailing, and I'm gonna go live and go sailing. So whoever wants to join us can join us. It's gonna be boring for a while because I'm gonna turn around and get my sails up, but you know, you can watch if you want. So we're listening to Old MacDonald at the moment.
Listening to Miss Rachel.
We're listening to Miss Rachel. So I'll probably get done for copyright, but that's all right. All right, we're gonna turn around and get our main sail up. So enjoy the ride. If you've got questions, throw them down. I'll try and look at, Mahina, can you take that? Just put it somewhere. I'll try and look at comments and things when you're there, but yeah. So I'm turning around, we got 20 knots, 15 to 20 knots. I've set up with 2 reefs because I haven't sailed this catamaran in heavy winds before, and I teach to go conservative, so bloomin' well, go conservative. You can always add more canvas. As we say, it's better, it's easier to shake a reef out when you're bored than to put one in when you're scared. All right. So, I mean, I always want to put up sails in sheltered weather, like sheltered water. It's just easier. And that way, if you get it wrong, you're still in sheltered weather and you can sort it out. You're only far enough out that you can get a good feel for the wind and you've got space, but you know, like I'm still in sheltered weather, so I've only got 21 knots at the moment, so I'm expecting once I get around that point I'll have anywhere up to 30. You know, you just gotta expect, and I'm not in a rush to get home, so I'm just going to take it slow. Now my sail has cleared all the lazy jacks, I can chill out a bit. Oh wow, that's a deep reef. Well, maybe I don't want 2 reefs. Look, go conservative, Nick. That's what you always tell people. That's a really deep reef. That's good. Okay, so another plus to the Leopard. It's got a really deep second reef. So I've got my set at the second reef. Look how deep it is. This is quite hilarious. No, not hilarious, amazing. It's only just reached the radar, so it's not even halfway to the mast, which is great. So what I've got to do now is check where my reefing line is at. Now, I'm using electric winches, I'm using all sorts of stuff like this, so I can't just crank on that and expect it to do everything I want it to. I've got to check things, otherwise you break stuff. Okay, that is actually right down. And I can see now, based on where I've set my second reef point of the tack, that it's too tight. I need to let it go up further. So doing this, can you turn the camera around this way, Mrs. Anna? Doing this in sheltered waters, I set this all up, turn it around. I set this all up at the dock and I checked it, I double checked. I thought, yeah, I'm good. And I was wrong. I threaded it through one of the cars wrong and it was just wrong. So now something got tight, so I had to check it. So that's really important, especially with electric winches, that you don't just sit on the other side if you want, or wherever you want. that you don't just haul stuff on tight. Just so important that you pay attention. Doesn't matter how much you've sailed, how much you think you know. There's always something that can go wrong. So I've used up a fair amount of my space getting this sail set. It's still not quite right. So I'm just gonna, well, I mean, when I say used up my space, I used up the space I'd allocated. So now I'm gonna turn and use some of the more space I've got so that I can get it right, because I'm getting close to the shore on this side. And now it's gusting 20s, 25s, so it's very important that I get it right. Pretty happy with that. Great time to drop my live stream in the water. This filming stuff is hard work. All right. That looks better. So now I've got a nice tight luff. I've got a relatively tight foot. I don't love the position of that reefing line, but it's going to be fine for what we're doing. So now we can bear away and get out into the mess of it. Who we got watching? Ivan's there, Blair's there. Have you got winch controls at your feet? Yes, I do. 7 watching, nice. Oh, that line popped out. Bugger it. What? No, you're fine. Not leaning out over there right now. Just keep an eye on it. All right, 18 knots, 15, 18 knots in my sails. 2 reefs in. Not a lot of weather out here, but I'm just going easy. Got the family on board. Got the baby on board. So, if we got 16 to 20 in sheltered waters, we'll see how much we've got actually out in the mess of it. Not expecting a hell of a lot more. We're on a rising forecast, so and I'm not out here racing. I do like about this Leopard, it's got a really deep rope bag pocket here, and everything just fires down into it. Like it's got to be, it's very deep. Everything goes into it, which is nice. Where are we going? Oh, we're going over there. Standby. Oh, I'm on standby. Here was I thinking I was on autopilot. Get out into this breeze. Because we're up and down, I've got a small amount of sail. I've still got my engines on, just ticking over to keep my movement in control. I can't be bothered with, because I'm in the lee of the island. That was the whole point of being here. So, and I get this time to just check everything, to look at the rig. Look at the sail, look at my reefing lines, check I've got it all set up. Everyone's had a little bit of wobble downstairs to understand if anything's going on down there. Setting up for a nice 60 to 90 degree reach. Down at 8 knots right now, so well in the lee. I'd love to know who's watching. If you're there, just pop your name or where you're from or whatever it is. I kind of see your name when you do it. So. And I'm curious as if the sound is working well. Is the sound good? Because we're out in the wind. We'll see. One thing I forgot to mention in the live stream about this is it's got a nice Fusion stereo on it, but it's one thing to have a nice head unit. This has got 4 different zones for speakers, and it's got speakers up top in this area up here. And so I can actually, from the helm, I can actually hear them. When I was on one of the Lagoon 42s, the speakers were all down, I couldn't even hear it at the helm hardly, or you had to blast it for everyone. Who have I got? Hello friends from Ivan Zygmunits. Blair's watching, sound is good. Ivan says sound is good, thank you guys. And so I'm waiting until I get out here just to really adjust my position to say, hey, how much Genoa am I going to handle? Am I going to move my cars forward? Just going to see. Got your seat? All right, out into the waves now. A little bit.
If you want me to take your Seychelles.
Is she a bit unhappy? Yeah, catamarans don't move on the waves. Yeah, right. Okay, here's our wind.
Dominic Green is sitting on my liverboard in the Netherlands, living vicariously through your life.
Oh, nice, Dominic.
Looking good, sounding good.
Excellent. All right, we need a bit of Genoa to play this game, I think. Let's just go autopilot. Oppa! Catamarans do wobble around, man. No, they don't heel, but whatever. Okay, let's have some Genoa. Electric winches, man, love it. All right, I'll be conservative like I teach. I'll stop at that, see how it feels, get rid of these engines.
Oh, my poor baby.
Oh, she's doing it right now. She's got a bottle in her mouth. We'll see, 20 knots, here we go. All right, we'll bear away a bit. First thing went flying downstairs. No, I think they're all right. Mahini, you good? You need any help? All right, so engines off, pop them in reverse. 13 people watching. 7.7, 7.6 knots, 20 knots of wind at the moment. 2 reefs, really deep reef too. So she's moving. It's a reach. That's what they're designed for. Stupid boats. What do I mean by that? So catamarans, the big argument about catamarans is they don't go to windward. So if we were trying to go that way right now, absolutely useless. They can't sail the angles to the wind as well as the monohulls can, or anywhere near. So yeah, we had 13 people watching just before. You on galley tack, or are they all galley? They're all galley tacks, mate. They are all galley tacks. All right, slow down a bit because the wind's dropped. Come on, get that wind back up. So we had, I don't know if that helps to see that. We've got 15 knots of wind at the moment. It was better when we had 2022, we were moving, but now we've got 6 knots of wind. 6 knots of breeze. Thing's just rocking around like an animal. A little bit of Galway, girl. Na 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 na. I don't know what the best view is. Like, it doesn't matter what I do, it's always a catamaran. All right. So that's got our 6.1 knots. All right, all good. How's my trim? Okay. Traveller could go down a bit. What's loaded here? Oh man, just throwing us around. Oh, there's Mrs. Anna, you're in the frame now. There we go. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. What I wouldn't give for a heel. Nah, it's doing all right. Okay, I feel like, well, it's back up to 20. I'll be conservative. I'll get another few minutes before I put out the full gen on, because I just want to go faster. Oh, the charts are working. That's good. They weren't working yesterday. Something was not quite right. I must say, I'm really enjoying these new Raymarine Axiom displays. They're just, I think they're a bit cooler. Visually, I think they're nicer than the B&G, and the data you can put on them is really adjustable. Like, it's basically like moving stuff around on the screen. So you can say, right, I want wind, and I can make it bigger, smaller, put it down on the right, and it's an overlay. It's great. Check in on the humans, baby. You okay? Oh yeah! Oh my, okay, I wasn't exaggerating that one. So this is beam on in a catamaran at about, we do 7 knots and about 18 knots of wind. The wave is what, as much as I'd call it, this is a ½ meter swell. It's not, I wouldn't call it a meter. I know we're sitting up high, so maybe it's, but it's, might be a meter. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. And I just find, personally, this movement is just not natural. You got the waves hitting one side, then it hits the next side, and you know. Yeah, you can't, can you?
I think it's fine.
Oh, it's gross. But anyway, 6.5 knots, 20 knots. I think a little bit more genuine, just a bit. Straight ahead behind Shelville. Wowza! Do you need help?
I need a towel.
Oh shit.
Thank you, Dave. Sorry, I don't know how to start it in my life.
Oh, the jug came off, did it? Oh, in the box, yeah.
Paper towel, yeah.
Yeah. Hang on. Dangerous.
That's also running on the page.
Yeah.
that needs to be locked in, that train will slide.
Yep.
And the other thing I'm worried about is that big olive oil. Sorry.
Oh, so you would have had all the audio from that. I now feel rotten. What? Yeah, they're fine. So the jug fell off and off the top there, and it spills all the water all over the bench and over the floor. Things are sliding all over the place. Like the catamaran, if you go sailing, catamarans do not stay flat. Just be aware of that, and it's absolutely fine. They don't stay flat. Ugh. Feel a bit gross. Well, she sails. She sails. Let's have we're going to have a wee walk around. There we go, 20 knots, 7.8 knots. Have a wee walk around just to see what it's like on a catamaran. 20 knots, the 1 metre wave, half metre wave. There we go, a bit of movement going on. Mike's getting down on the seasickness. Whoa, there's a good wave over the bow. Mahin is bracing herself with baby there. Baby's wrapped to her. So they're not even venturing outside right now in this weather. They're just there and in the safety. But you can see by this view how much they rock around. I'm just going to hold that steady. Maybe it looks different with the horizon. There we go. There we go.
And this is a very good catamaran because you can see forward.
Yeah, and this view forward, this whole view here right now is really nice. So I'm actually, you know, I like it. I like it. There we go, but that's sailing a catamaran, 25 knots. You coming down? Baby's fine. Baby's absolutely fine. All right, sailing. There we go. Those waves are a little bit bigger. That's over half a metre there. That's those ones. It's a bit better. But yeah, that's it. That's sailing.
I quite like this seat though.
You like that seat? So I don't know, tell me if you guys like these videos. And if I did more of them, I'd probably do less talking, because that's just effort. But I'll be curious. If you are watching and you haven't hit the like button, hit that like button. If you like it. If you don't like it, don't hit the like button. Hit the don't like button. I would be interested to see if people don't like these videos. Oh yeah. Okay, the wind's getting up, 23 knots. So look, we're now doing 8.2. So that choice to put in 2 reefs and then control how much Geno I've got out, I'm happy with that. That was a good move. We don't need any more speed than 8.3 knots right now. It's already shaking the boat out of, shaking it all out. Yeah, but this is kind of how it's going to be for the next half an hour, so I'm not sure. Wind speed 23 knots right now, 22 knots. We're doing 8.3 knots, 8.6, 8.7. Wind speed 23 knots, yeah. Oh, down to 21 now, yeah, but it's probably sitting up at 23s now. What's sticky on there? Opa! So, I'm probably going to sign that off. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Oh, I'll leave it on. Yeah, okay. Oh, baby. She's fine. She's absolutely fine.
What's that speed?
8.5. We can definitely carry just one reef instead of two. Absolutely. What? Babe? No? Want to try out here? There's very few people out sailing. There's one other boat that we can see. Oh, excuse me.
You see that big piece of wood that's passing between our house?
No.
Right there.
Whoa. That big bit of wood just went between our hulls. Mahina saw it. Oi, yeah. Oi. Good spotting, babe. Wind's dropped off. Down to 16 knots. Only one person watching. Yeah. All right. So that'll do it. Stop concentrating on my phone for a little bit. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.